Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we're going to work on brush knee and push, but first let's practice 2 times, starting at the beginning from prepare all the way through to white crane spreads its wings. Let's take a moment and prepare. I'm going to turn and face the other direction so we all move together. Feet shoulders width apart. Find the center of your foot. So shift forward and back or side to side. Find that connection to the ground to bring through your practice. Lifting through the crown of the head, let the shoulders hang down and bring that little piece of fruit under the arm so the energy flows all the way out through the fingers. Relax the lower back, letting your knees be nice and soft. Nice deep breath all the way down through the belly. And then opening, rotate the palms and lift them up to shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Upper arms go down, forearms, and then palms sit in front of the hips. Shift your weight to the left. Turn on your right heel for ward off left. The first movement in grasping the bird's tail, stepping out, lift the left arm up and press down with the right palm. Shift to the right for ward off right. Turn on your left heel. Rotate both arms, bending that right arm underneath as you step out and hinge it up, pressing down with the left palm. Roll back. Rotate both arms, left palm to the sky, right hand seated. Shift back and turn from your waist. Press. Left palm to the right forearm and expanding out. Flattening the arms, coming back over that ball. Sit up the palm and push. Single whip, flatten both arms. Turn from your waist first and then big circle, turning on your right heel. Press down and relax the left foot. Make a hook to the corner. Drop that left elbow for a standing ward off, stepping wide enough and then push. Raise hands, shift back and turn on your left heel. Open up that hook hand, right hand's higher than the left. Touch with the right heel, turn from your waist like a clap and miss. Circle both arms down and bring that left arm on top for white crane as you step to the corner. Right arm passes on the outside, left hand comes by your hip, touching with the ball of the left foot. Check, weight is 70% in the back, 30 in the front. Hips over the heel and you're leaning into it. Fingertips point forward on that left hand and the right arm is extended and rounded overhead. How'd we do? Yes, that looks good. I love that you continued. All right, ready to do it one more time? Okay, less talking and just kind of free flowing a little bit now that we have those details. From prepare, opening, letting those arms float up and pressing down. Grasping the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift and turn. Remember, right arm on top, close the arms as you step out, torso's vertical. Ward off right, shift and turn everything together. Let those arms float and close as you step out and hinge it up. Rotate to the corner, turning from your waist and then turn back. Light and airy through the arms. Press, touching the forearm and out. Push, turn from your waist. Relaxing the upper body, pushing to shoulder height. Single whip, flatten, big turning. Pressing down, out to the side, making that hook. Make sure you step wide enough and then torso's vertical with that push. Raise hands, shift and turn. Open up that hook. Remember the arms open and then it's pushing and turning out. Down circle for white crane. Close and step and then passing, spreading your wings. How we do? Nice. Is it feeling better? A little bit? Okay, questions before we talk about brush, knee, and push? Anything? Yes.
Good to be reminded of our weight, where we're putting our weight.
Yes. So one of the biggest things we see with white crane is that as we open, we'll kind of push into it a little bit. And we want to remember that it's just folding from the waist to bring that weight in. So it's the difference of being vertical and touching and not having too much weight versus leaning towards that front leg a little bit to pour that weight in. If you have a scale at home, I know nobody likes knowing what we weigh, but if you can do the math, and you put your foot on the scale, you can actually kind of feel the difference of what it is from side to side to have 30% in the front. It's a good experiment if you ever have time. All right, are you ready for brush, knee, and push? Let's do it, okay? So just watching one time, I'm gonna do it from two directions, okay? So white crane, this is our normal direction. So if it's new for you, just watch, okay? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drop our top arm down. And we're gonna go up and down with the arms. We're turning from our waist and we're gonna step into a bow stance. Then we're gonna brush or clear and then push out. Okay, so from this direction, opposite direction, just so you can see. And then we're gonna break it down. We're going from an empty stance to a bow stance, so that part's pretty simple. We're gonna drop our right elbow and look at our palm. Doing 2 circles. We're going to step a little bit wider and then do brush, knee, and push. Okay. So, nice. Footwork is really simple. So if we go into white crane footwork, we're in an empty stance on the ball of our foot. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn our waist and bring our weight to our right leg. So our torso is going to be facing the corner. We're going to pick up and we're just going to step wider and maybe a little bit longer, usually just wider. And then heel, ball, toe, bend the knee, and then turn your waist back to straight and move into a bow stance. Okay? So, looks good. Check. Left foot straight, right foot to the corner. Now, if you turn on your right heel, turning your foot to straight, do you have 2 lines? For sure. Okay, open your heel back up. Are your hips to the corner, but your torso straight? Right, so we're not closing off our hips, right? We're just turning from our torso. Turning, okay? Yes, so let's do it facing the camera for a moment. I'm gonna mirror you. So facing right towards your screen for a second, sinking into that right leg, touching with the ball of the left foot, okay? Remember, torso straight, okay? Pressing in 30%. How do we get it? Leaning, okay? Now, if you want to hold the arms up, feel free. First thing, we're going to turn to the right, weight comes back, and then step wider. Beautiful. Now, touch with the whole foot, turn from your waist, and move forward. That was beautiful. Okay, one more time. Changing back. Okay, feel 70-30, arms up. Remember, white crane, torso is straight. Pressing in 30%, shift back and turn. Now step wider. Remember, don't fall, okay? Just lightly touch and then root the whole foot or connect to the ground and then turn and move forward. Okay, check. Torso is straight, but where are the hips? Not closed, right? We're still open, using that inner thigh. Yes? Okay, good. All right, that's pretty simple, right? That part's like, we got it, okay? So let's do it the normal direction just so we can cue ourselves back in. White crane, torso is straight, left foot forward, leaning into it. Okay, turn from your waist, weight moves back. pick up and step, shifting forward, turning, bow stance. Are you leaning? Nice. Looks great. Okay, questions? Are we good? All right, that is super easy. So let's move on from there, okay? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do our right arm, okay? So our right arm, we have our right arm overhead, okay? The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drop our elbow and we're gonna look at our palm. So it's gonna be facing you. Perfect. Now from here, the meaning is swinging and connecting down. So you're gonna think connect down, and then this arm is going to go where? To the corner, sitting up. Yes. So it's going to be sitting up in that push and ready position. Okay. So facing your screen for a moment. This makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Right arm is up overhead. Drop your elbow. Okay. Now swing, turn from your waist, and then sit your palm up to the corner. Perfect. Now start slowly turning back and bend your elbow so that right hand comes to the shoulder, and then push straight out. Yes, let's do it again. Okay, right arm overhead. Remember, your torso is square. Drop the elbow and look at your palm. Swinging down, turn your waist to the corner and have your palm sitting up, and we're looking towards that back arm. Beautiful. Now we start bending that elbow, hand comes to the shoulder, and then we're gonna push straight out, shoulder height. Yes. And remember, when we push, try not to have too flat of a palm, okay? Try to let the palm sink a little bit, okay? So turn it to the side so it's kind of diagonal. We're actually using this portion. Okay, so this part of your palm right here is what we're pushing with. If you have a wall, it's a good thing to do to stick your hand on a wall and feel the difference of having your palm flat and how that stretches versus the edge versus just this L portion here, okay? You will feel the difference of how this does not feel good on the joints, how this could slam the joints backwards, and how this lines up with the bones in our body, okay? So I encourage you to take a second, push against a wall, and feel what that feels like to really get this meaning, because this palm shape is the shape for every push, single whip, regular push, brush knee. All of these things are going to be this portion of your palm, okay? So hand overhead, right arm overhead. Remember, I'm mirroring you. So we're going to drop that elbow and look at our palm. Swing that arm down as you turn and sit that palm up to the corner. Coming back nice and slow with the waist, bend your elbow so that the hand comes to the shoulder, and then push out. Yes, one more time. Overhead, drop it down, swing and rotate that body so we're to the corner, bending the elbow, hand to the shoulder, and then straight out. Yes, perfect. Okay, ready? You want to do one more? Let's do it, okay? This is really good, okay? So we're dropping and looking. Swing and sit up that palm. Bend at the elbow. And when we're bending that elbow, look, we still have that fruit underneath our arms. Perfect. And then straight out. Nice. Okay. So the left arm, hand is sitting where? Sitting by our hip, right? We just finished brush knee. Okay. So what's going to happen first? We're going to turn our palm a little bit so it's facing to the side. It's going to come up. And then we're imagining using our forearm, we're going to press down. That was it, okay? The thing to know when we get to this shape, I'm gonna lean forward so you can see, is we have a beautiful curved arm instead of a bent 90, okay? So we wanna make sure we have what we call like a ski slope. Welcome. So we're having that light curve going down the arm, okay? So again, from sitting at our hip, hello, we're doing brush, knee, and push. So left hand is at our hip. We're going to turn, and then we're going to press down. I am mirroring, okay? We're going to clear. So we're going to, like we're clearing off a table, all that junk's coming off. And then we're going to bring our hand down back where it started by our knee, okay? Or our hip, I should say at this point, okay? So from here, rotate that palm, bring it up, and then think pressing down as you turn your waist. Now, as we start turning back, we clear off that table, and then we come down. The big thing to note is when we do this, okay, we do not want to see 1, 2, okay? We want to have a gradual down slope, okay? So just a nice down curve, okay? That's what we're going to go for, okay? So let's try and do it from the other direction, from the normal direction, okay? We're just going to do the arms. I'm going to stay as close as possible. Both arms together for a moment, okay? So the first thing we do, we drop our right elbow and we turn our left palm to the side, okay? Now one goes up and one goes down. We're going to keep with that movement. Now you're going to press down with that left arm and you're going to swing up with the right arm. Perfect, okay? So our final posture, we end up with our ski slope pointing towards our forearm. Now you can't see it. Why? We're to the corner direction, okay? We're going to clear off that table and bring our hand to our shoulder, and then we're going to push out. Okay, I'm going to go back to mirroring you for one moment. I do apologize. Yes, this is a lot harder for someone who's new, so we're going to mirror for just a moment, okay? All right, so right hand overhead, left hand by your hip, okay? All right, so we're going to drop our elbow and turn our palm. Okay, up and down go together. And then remember, the right arm swinging down, and our left arm is going to press down as we turn our weight. So that final position, perfect. We have our palms sitting up to the corner. We have our ski slope. And now we're going to clear off that table as our hand comes to our shoulder. Then we do forward and back together for brush knee and push. Nice. Okay, we're going to do this a few times because the timing of brush knee and push is probably one of the harder timings because of all the intricacies of the circling, okay? So right arm overhead, left hand by your hip right now. Okay, drop your right elbow and turn your left palm over or to the side. Okay, up and down, swinging, and then press down with the left arm and sit that right palm to the corner direction. Perfect. Okay. Clear off that table as you bring the hand to the shoulder, and then forward and back go together. Nice. Okay, so let's talk about the meaning for a moment so we can understand. Now, allowing us to understand the meaning really helps over Zoom just because we can have more of a reference as to where our body is, okay? So the meaning of this is if someone is punching long, remember, martial arts is long, right? We take that punch and we connect down and swing it to the side, okay? So connect and swing, okay? Or connect and swing if I'm mirroring you, right? So we connect and we swing that arm away. Then we bring our hand in so that we can push out, okay? But what happens if someone's punching you and you just send their punch this direction? They could come back, right? So this pressing down is connecting. So it's connect and press down and away, reconnect, grabbing, and then pulling in. So just so you have a meaning. I also want to talk about what this clearing is. This is the big part of talking about it. We're going to imagine this pillow is a person standing in front of me, okay? The meaning of this is I'm going to step to the side of them, and I'm going to use my arm at their torso height to send them off their feet, okay? So we're using having our leg by somebody to send them over, okay? So essentially they end up like this, okay? So just so we understand that this clearing has that big meaning, and we want to make sure when we do this, it's a big clearing of the arms, okay? So let's bring our right hand overhead and our left hand by our hip. Now that we know the meaning, dropping our elbow down. We can think we're swinging something away, and then we're reconnecting. Now it's up to you. You can think grabbing or clearing, and then a big push, okay? So let's do that again. Right hand overhead, left hand still down. Look at your palm. Up and down, go together. Swing and press down with that left arm. Right hand to the shoulder as you clear, and then straight out. Yes. Okay, that was looking really good. Let's do it one more time from this direction. Okay. So right hand overhead, left hand, drop the elbow. So we say up and down, go together. We're going to swing that right arm down and press down with the left, and we hit our checkpoint. Then we clear and bring our hand to the shoulder, and then we go straight out as we bring our left palm towards our knee. Okay, feeling good? Looking good, especially for those that are new. Looks very good. Okay, remember that this is one of the harder movements because in a second, now we're going to turn to our original direction, and it's going to be hard to see what the arms are doing just because we only have this view from the camera. Okay, so remember our footwork. Let's review that for a moment. So our footwork is just going from an empty stance with the ball of our foot, and we're going to turn our waist so that we can pick up and step a little bit wider for a bow stance. Then we just move forward. Okay, so now how does that go with the arms? Right hand overhead, left hand by your hip. Drop your right elbow, look at your palm. Now, turning your waist up and down with the arms, swing the right arm down, press down with the left, and step wide enough. Clear off that table as the right hand comes to your shoulder. Now check. We want to be about halfway with our weight here. Then we have enough to finish our bow stance for brush knee and push. Now, final posture. With our lean, our right hand should be kind of by our hip. Remember, our palm is kind of to the corner, so we're using that inner edge, elbow sinking down, and we're looking ahead. How did we do? Looks good. Yes. Okay, let's do it a few times, all right? So from white crane, hitting those checkpoints for a moment before we move into more of a flow. The first one being drop the right elbow and turn over the left palm. Now turning from your waist, right arm goes down, left arm up. Then swing the right arm up and press down with the left and step. Now hold for one moment. Check, right palm seated, left arm's in that ski slope, and we're looking towards the screen or really towards our rear palm. Okay, now clearing off that table, right hand to the shoulder, halfway, and then finish by letting that left hand come to the knee and the right palm push out. How is our timing? Are we hitting those checkpoints? Okay, super important. Let's do it again. A little bit more of a flow this time. So have our white crane set up. Dropping the elbow, up and down with the arms, swing and press down, step. Clear, right hand to the shoulder, and then push out. Did we do good? Looks good. Looks really good. How's our footwork? I see us checking. Okay. I love it though. This is the cues. Okay, so let's do it again. I want to focus in on the footwork for just a second. So remember, when you're sinking down right now, can you pick up to easily change? Okay. Is your knee in line with your rear foot, weight centered, white crane? Okay. Right hand overhead, left palm sitting by your hip, nice and relaxed. Drop the right elbow, turn over the left palm. Swing the right arm down, press down with the left, and then pick up and step wide enough. Knees still in line here. Pushing out of that leg. Remember, push and support as we move into brush knee. Okay, so palm, shoulder height. Yes, hands by your hip. Okay, remember from here, lean a little bit, okay? So if your hand is right by your hip, I want you to lean just a little bit. Have that hand sitting somewhere around your thigh or knee area. Allows us to relax our lower back. Now drop the arms. Everyone's torso straight. That looks good. How are your hips? Are they closed, causing a pinching in your right leg, or are they still open to the corner? Yes. Super important, right? We're here to heal our bodies. Okay? So I want you to really focus in on this. Okay. Questions? None? Feeling like professionals? Okay. I love it. Remember, this is new for you, okay? So this is one of the harder movements in terms of timing, especially with the opening and bringing the hand to the shoulder. That's one of the biggest things that we usually see the timing is hard for. The big thing I want you to remember when we do this, I'm going to just be the opposite direction for a moment, is really make sure we hit this, okay? So bringing that hand to the shoulder. We get the most power out of our body and the best alignment when we do a straight line. So we really want to hit open and to the shoulder and then forward and back instead of this. This is what I'll see a lot. Watch one time, is this, okay? It's kind of like both arms are like free floating. We want to make sure, yes, hand to the shoulder and then straight out. That is probably going to be one of the hardest things to remember with brush knee and push. And if you can lock that in, you're going to be doing great for the next 4. Okay, so remember when we do this, okay, bring that right arm up for a second. I'm just going to mirror you guys for a moment, okay? When we're doing this, we're to the corner. It's this, okay? Keep your elbow in 3-dimensional space, bend in, okay? So yeah, that's it, okay? So it's really this. It looks like the arm is moving, but that's because our torso is turning, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so it's truly just the arm is bending at the elbow. We're using our shoulder and elbow to bend it in, and then it is moving at this point to go out. But over camera, right, it looks like the arm is kind of moving, but it's just because our torso is going from corner to straight. Our arm is just doing this, but it's the combination that makes it look a little bit more complicated than it is, okay? The thing about Yang style Tai Chi, it's large frame, so we're gonna have really big arms, right? Every time, and it should be very clear, okay? They've made it very concise and as clear as possible. So sometimes if we start trying to add a little bit, if we strip back, then we can kind of let go and make it a little bit easier for ourselves, okay? So let's try it again from the normal direction. Okay, right hand's overhead, left hand by your hip. Remember, leaning into it so we get that 30%, not moving forward, okay? Most of that weight is in the back leg. Drop the elbow and turn over your left palm. Okay, swing the right arm down, lifting up that left arm, and then pressing down and coming up, go together as you step. Now really use that right elbow, bending the elbow to bring the hand to the shoulder and then pushing out. Good, let's do it one more time, okay? I'm gonna watch you guys a little bit more. Okay, so from here, right hand overhead, beautiful. Okay, drop the right elbow, turn over the left palm. Okay, swing the right arm down, pressing down with that left arm and step. Yes, and here, bring that left arm away a little bit. Have that expanded space so you have space from the arm to your chest. Perfect. Okay. Now bending at the elbow, bring the hand to the shoulder and then push out. Yes. Okay. That was almost perfect. Okay. I just want to note one more thing. When we bend that palm, okay, make sure that it's not coming in sideways. Okay. So keep it sitting up. Keep it sitting, fingers up, and then just go straight out. That was it. Okay. We do have a movement where we turn to the side, but this one, it's going to be more seated, fingers up, and then just straight out. Okay. So let's do it again. You guys are doing great work tonight. So from white crane spreads its wings, right arm overhead, drop the right elbow, look at the right palm. Now swing the right arm down, left arm goes up, and then press down with the left arm, stepping out. Check, right palm is seated, left arm is in that ski slope. Lots of space from your chest to your left arm. Extend out that left arm or clear, bend the right elbow, and then push out. That was it, okay? Remember, don't reach too far. Keep your chest neutral, nice and straight. Relax the arms a little bit. Okay? This movement, for whatever reason, everyone likes to get really big. Okay? And I love it. Okay? But Tai Chi is a back and forth. So I encourage you to video yourself so then you can learn what you're doing. This personally for me was a movement where I was like, I am huge. I was like, I am super extended. And then I saw a video of myself and I was like, oh no, not so good. Rein it in. Remember to keep our joints in line. Okay. So I'm seeing a little bit of extension too, which I love seeing large frames, but let's just rein it in a little bit. Relax our arms just a little bit more. Okay. So right arm overhead, left hand by your hip, white crane spreads its wings. Relax the arms a little bit. Okay, drop the right elbow and look at the palm. Swing the right arm down. Press down with the left arm. Sit up the right palm and step. Clearing as you bring the hand to the shoulder and then push straight out. Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Does it feel different? Looks good. Your footwork looks good. I can see your feet. Looks good. All right. So, do we have any questions? Just practice, right? So, let's add from raised hands. Let's do white crane spreads its wings and then add brush knee. Okay. Remembering that when we add that, previous movement, sometimes that'll trip us up a little. So, let's take a moment from raised hands running through our checklist. Make sure we have a beautiful empty stance on the heel. Torso is turned, right arm is seated, left fingers point. Very nice starting position. Remember again, let your arms relax down. We don't want to cross our eyesight here, okay? Now, touching with the whole heel, rotate the arms so the left palm is to the sky and the right hand is kind of facing the earth. Sink both arms down. Now, bring that left arm on top and we're going to step the right foot to the corner as we close the arms. Turn from your waist. Now right arm passes on the outside and then touch with the ball of the left foot. Okay, drop the elbow, look at the right palm. Turn that left palm over. Swing down and then press down with the left arm as you come up with the right. Clear off that table, right hand to the shoulder, and then push out with the right palm. Do we have our lean? Are our arms relaxed? Nice. Woohoo. Okay, that is a beautiful lean. A beautiful, beautiful lean. Okay, let's do it again. So from raised hands and step forward. Nice breath here. Turn and rotate the arms. Coming down, left arm comes out and then closes on top. Turning, spread your wings, bringing that right arm on top, left hand by the hip. Drop the elbow, look at your right palm. Swing both arms, so 2 half circles and step wide enough. Remember, right hand comes to the shoulder, and then we push out, left hand comes by the knee. How do we do with the 2 movements? Feeling good? Looks good. Yes. Oh, that little bit of lean just changed everything. I could see the change. That looks good. Okay. I saw how you went from more vertical and you just did the perfect amount. So just so you know, okay. That was great. Good adjustment on your part. It's very hard to know where we are spatially. So when we can make those adjustments for ourselves and we don't have a mirror, it's pretty incredible. So give yourself a lot of credit for being able to do that. All right. So are you ready to put it all together? Okay. This is the challenge, right? Because we got the new move, but then it's like, whoo, okay. So now can we do it all together from the beginning? All right. So do you have a question?
I was wondering if we can do it adding just one more move together.
Oh, sure. Let's do it from single whip then. Okay. So let's do single whip, raise hands, white crane, and then brush knee. I like it because it's adding on one thing, right? It's like kind of moving backwards. So from single whip, all right, make sure you have a natural starting position, right? Beautiful footwork, hook hands to the corner high enough. Left palm is pushing out and we're looking. Okay, raise hands and step forward. Shift your weight to the right and then turn everything on that left heel. Remember, hook's still there. Now open up the hook, shifting left. Draw the arms back, circle and close as you touch with the right heel. Rotate both arms going down. Left arm comes on top for white crane as we close and step. Shift your weight. Right hand passes on the outside as we touch with the ball of the left foot. Drop your right elbow. Swing down and then press down with that left arm as you step for a bow stance. Right hand comes to the shoulder as you clear and then pushing out, left hand comes to the knee. Did we do it? Yes. All right. So. All right, let's do it again from there then, okay? So from single whip. Remember, nice starting position, taking that second to set up. Torso is vertical. Okay, shifting to the right. Turn on your left heel. Open up the hook, shifting left. Draw the foot in, and then stepping out a clap and miss with the palms. Circle down. Shifting to the left. Bring that left arm on top so you can step the right foot to the corner. Turning from your waist, right arm passes on the outside. Touch with the ball of the foot, white crane. Drop the elbow. Turn the left palm. 2 half circles, coordinating together as you step. Right hand to the shoulder, clearing with the left arm, and then pushing out. We do good? How's the footwork? I see you looking down. Good? Getting better? So, okay. Remember, we're just going from empty stance to bow stance at the end. So all you have to do is go from one line and just step wide enough and move forward. Okay? So again, remember, simple and clear. Okay? So we don't have to do too much changing. Do you have a question?
Somehow I'm forgetting during white crane where exactly you step forward. I've got my feet still together, kind of.
Okay, you step forward once you're here, you do both arm circles and the arms are in the back. So our weight transfers to the back, and when we're in the back position, we step. So when our right hand is to the corner and our left arm is rounded, that's the point where we will have stepped for our bow stance.
That's in brush knee. I meant in white.
White crane. Okay. The actual movement. Okay. So I'm going to turn off a little bit. So this is off direction a little bit. Okay. From raised hands. Okay. We circle down our arms. okay? We bring the left arm on top. We're shifting our weight back and we step. So that's the first step, okay? We're gonna shift our weight and then we're gonna draw our foot in and then we're gonna step out. And remember, not too much forward, try to really keep it back, okay? So let's do it again. So I'm just a little off direction here. If you wanna go normal, feel free, okay? So from raised hands, we circle down, we start shifting our weight to our left leg. We're gonna bring that left arm on top as we close and step. Okay, shift your weight to your right leg. Draw the foot in, left foot in, and then step out. Was that better? Okay, good. Let's do it again, okay? So from the normal direction, okay? Raise hands and step forward. Down circle. Shifting back. Step with the right foot as you close the arms. Right arm passes as you shift right, and then touch with the ball of the left foot for white crane. Okay, brush knee, drop the right palm or elbow, and then 2 half circles, stepping out, right hand to the shoulder as you clear, and then push. Better that time? Yes! Woohoo! Ready? Okay, let's do it from prepare all the way through, okay? You got this, okay? Remember, the biggest tip I can give you, stop using your brain and let your body do the job, okay? So if we can just let go, if we practice enough, our body will just naturally flow. You'll hear my voice and you can just let go, okay? And just don't think about what's next. Just be present in the moment for what we're doing right now, okay? All right, let's go from prepare. Lifting through the crown of the head, shoulders hang down, fingertips brush the sides of the thighs. Opening, rotate, and lift the arms up. Now let them float down, upper arms, forearms, and palms. Next is grasping the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left and turn on the right heel. Right arm reaches out, left arm bends underneath as we step. Lift up with the left arm, press down with the right palm. Ward off right, shift right. Turning on your left heel. Rotate the arm so you can bend that right arm underneath as you step out, and then hinge the right arm up and press down with the left palm. Rotate both arms to the corner. Shift your weight back and turn from your waist for roll back. Pressing, left palm to right forearm for press. Flatten both arms. Come back over the ball. Sit up the palms and push. Single whip, flattening the arms. Turn from the waist, big circle. Pressing down and relaxing the left foot. Then make a hook. Drop that left elbow. Step wide enough and then push. Torso's vertical. Raise hands, shift to the right. Turn on your left heel. Open up the hook, shifting to the left. Open the arms. Touch with the right heel as you close and turn from the waist. White crane, down circle with the arms, shifting your weight to the left. Close with the left arm on top as you step with the right foot. Now shifting to the right. Open the wings so you can touch with the ball of your left foot. Here's our move. Brush knee, look at your right palm. Swing the right arm down. Press down with the left arm now and step wider. Right hand to the shoulder as you clear and then push out. Left hand by your knee. All right. Oh, great final postures. Nice work. All right. We will close class there. Remember, we have a very long break. Okay. So I would really love if you could practice this section, okay? Remember, what do I challenge you to? 5 minutes a day, okay? If you do that twice, you've almost made it. If you do it 3 times, you're nailing it. And I promise by the time we come back, you will feel completely proficient in those movements and be ready to move on, okay? All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Great work today. I can't believe I'm going to say it, but Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. It's going to be so long until I get to see you again.
Oh, that's a long time.
It's a long time. I know.